Hey guys, how's it going? This video is going to be a guide demonstrating how to get 100% completion across all challenges and settings in Paris. We'll cover the Showstopper, Holiday Hoarders, the Kotti paradigm, the Teague temptation, the Videl Cataclysm, the Corky Commotion, and as a bonus, for those that have the content, we'll also complete the director. These are the rewards we'll get for completing this mission. The most useful items can be found in blue. So with that out the way, let's make a start. In this first run, let's bring our lockpick with us. The first things we'll unlock are Chameleon, Guest of Honor, and Your Excellency. We'll start by beelining for the palace entrance. Because we want to be fashionable, the first disguise we'll get is from a stylist in the basement. Let's do our best Harry Potter impression by going into the door built into the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, let's pick up the fire extinguisher and wait in this corner. The stylist should be passing soon. Once he passes, we'll sneak up behind him and knock him out. Once he's conked out, we'll take his clothes. And change back into our suit. Now let's head upstairs so we can get the Sheik disguise. Let's go into sneaky mode from the top of the stairs and throw a coin under Big Sheik to bring him down from his balcony. Let's remember our training from Splinter Cell 1 and pick this lock. We'll now casually stroll into the corridor and wait for the Sheik to come down. Through the powers of technology, let's skip ahead. We'll watch Big Sheik on the minimap, and once he passes, we'll come out the doors and knock him out. After that, we'll drag his body to be parallel with the shelves. Let's put on his clothes, and that should give us Guest of Honor. Pick up the fire extinguisher and run to the toilets. Throw a coin into the toilets to lure the guard outside. He'll go investigate and we can knock him out.
Yeah, calling in. Heard something. Moving in.
Take his clothes. After we've done that, let's become Big Sheik again. Fire extinguisher in hand, let's head to the basement. As a side note, the Sheik and Helmut Kruger are the best disguises in this map. You can go nearly anywhere without trespassing and you won't get frisked by guards either, so if you want to go anywhere, make sure you've got one of their disguises. Let's go into the locker room and put on the palace staff disguise. Back as the Sheik, let's head to the kitchen and get the chef disguise. We don't need our fire extinguisher anymore, we're done with them, we don't like fire extinguishers. Well, you see, now that is a fine fire extinguisher. Let's pick it up and throw it near the closet.
What's that?
Once he's close, let's knock him out and drag his body into the closet. Let's take his disguise and switch back into the Sheik disguise. You know what? I don't like this fire extinguisher. Let's drop it. We're gonna go out the back towards the helicopter and get Helmut Kruger's disguise. After he's done modeling for photos, he's gonna walk over to the gardens on the right hand side where we can isolate him and take him out.
Whatever you're doing, don't stop.
Helmut. Not yet. I go on in a few cycles, I think. I think I'm in, but I want to be clear on a few details.
If you've timed it right, once Helmut finishes his phone call, there should be one guard walking away and another guard with his back turned to us. At that point, we can go behind Helmut and knock him out. After taking him out, we need to hide his body, so we're going to move it to the railing that separates the path from the garden. take his outfit, and then switch back into the Sheik disguise. After that, we'll take out the CICADA Bodyguard. Let's slowly follow him, and once he gets close to the container, we'll knock him out. Once we dump his body, let's take his disguise, and then swap back into the Sheik's disguise. Let's pick up that fire extinguisher and head back towards the palace. Now we've only got 3 disguises left to get, which is the tech crew, the auction staff, and the vampire magician disguise. 2 of those we can find in one room on the 2nd floor. So once entering the grand hall, let's take a left and go up these stairs. Because with the Sheik, you'll notice they didn't frisk us either. Let's go left, right, left into the inner balconies. And we'll head into these doors to the left. Here we can find 2 of our 3 remaining disguises. We'll first knock out the auction staff and then take out the tech crew. After taking their disguises, let's switch back into the Sheiks. We've got 1 disguise left to get, which is the vampire magician disguise, but before that, let's go to the auction and win it for the Your Excellency challenge. Again, we won't get frisked, so we can just walk past these guys. And take a right towards the auction. Let's go sit in the Sheik seat and place a bid once the prompt pops up for us to win the auction.
Your Excellency Sheik Al-Ghazali. Miss Margolis invites you to join her in her office.
Now we're going to get the vampire magician disguise, which is at the back of the attic. So we're going to have to sneak past a few CICADA bodyguards to get there, but it's relatively easy. We don't have to worry too much. If they don't have their backs turned, don't worry, just wait for them to move towards the windows and you should be able to walk freely towards the back of the attic. So after we go through this door, we can go behind the statue in the back room and pick up the vampire magician disguise. After we put it on, Chameleon should pop for us, and that marks the end of this run. So let's move on to further challenges. Now this will be the longest run, so let's make sure we bring our fiber wire, our coins, and our pistol. We'll unlock Careful What You Wish For straight away by throwing a coin into the fountain. Now just like the Chameleon challenge, we're going to go through the palace's main entrance and head through the door into the basement.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your cheese.
If you can't tell by now, the basement is the easiest method of navigation through Paris. The first thing we're going to do is head into the locker rooms and pick up the palace staff disguise. So in Hitman, some disguises allow you to perform actions that would otherwise be illegal for other disguises, so we need to poison a few drinks, which is why we're going to use the palace staff disguise. So let's run through this corridor and pick up the crowbar, and keep moving towards the wine cellar. Another handy tip, you can shoot cameras from a distance rather than having to disable them manually. Now we don't need to worry about cameras anymore. Circle through the kitchen and let's read the cocktail recipe. Bareknuckle Boxer should pop for us. Now let's get ourselves some poison. We can find some in the ground floor kitchen upstairs. At the top of the stairs, make a U-turn and head across the corridor, and the kitchen should be on our right. On the far counter, 2 packs of emetic poison should be waiting for us. Pick them both up. We're going to use it to poison some food on the platter in the kitchen here. Victor Novikov's bodyguard will eventually eat from this platter and go be sick. Now let's go out these doors and read the stage schedule behind the runway for Ducks in a Row. Now we're going to poison Sebastian Sato's drink, setting up a few challenges like One Little Mistake, Setting the Stage, Lights Out, and Speechless. While we wait for Sebastian to get close, we're going to complete an invitation upstairs and I'm invited. To do so, we'll need our suit from the locker room downstairs, so let's head down to the basement. Once we put on our suit, we'll head back upstairs and go to the toilets near the gift shop. At the top of the stairs, jump over the railing to our left. We'll run into the bathroom where we distracted the guard in the Chameleon run and pick up the invitation on the counter by the sink. Once we pick it up, invitation upstairs pops for us. Now let's head towards the bar. Be careful of this random enforcer that can see through our disguise for no reason, and we're gonna head towards the 2 guards guarding the door. Let's show our invitation to the guards at the door. It won't yet pop for us, we still got one more set of guards to show it to.
Thank you. Please proceed.
So let's head inside and take it right into the grand hall, and finally show the invitation to the guards at the bottom of the steps.
You're good to go, sir. Thank you for your patience.
Time to poison Sebastian. Let's head to the other side of the grand hall. Let's go through these doors and close them behind us and open the next set of doors. Pick up the coin on the other side of the diorama, and let's wait for Sebastian to get close before we turn it on. Sebastian hates this thing, so by turning it on, we force him to go drink from a champagne glass. Now we can go to the toilet and wait for both the bodyguard and Sebastian Sato to come to the toilet. Sometimes Novikov goes into the grand hall, sometimes he goes straight to the kitchen. Depending on what he does, you might have to take out Sebastian first or the bodyguard first, but it should still work out for us. So now Sebastian Sato will be making his way into the toilet. After he got poisoned, one little mistake should have popped. Once he's here, we can knock him out, snap his neck, and dump his body in the closet. Setting the stage should pop for us. Shortly after that, the bodyguard should make his way into the toilet. Let's knock him out and snap his neck. Simple as that. And let's hide his body. Close personal protection should pop for us. Let's take his disguise, pick up his phone and his gun as well. Time to do some Helmut Kruger related challenges, so we'll make our way towards him in the back garden. We've got a short wait ahead of us, so let's just fast forward. Once again, we'll drag his body towards the railing, take his disguise, and make sure to take his cell phone as well. Now we're going to call Dahlia and head back towards the palace. Before we head upstairs, we've got to walk the runway, so let's go get our makeup done by the stylist. We can't open any doors while on the phone, so let's go through the side entrance.
No, it's essential that you walk the runway. Do the job and come see me right away.
Initiate the interaction, and once the cutscene starts, let's skip it straight away.
I see. No problem. Just sit back and relax. Won't take
That little bitch is cuddling up to Seine and Novikov. Taking one.
perfect timing, Kruger. Get out there and
After the mess that was Hitman Absolution, this is when I felt like IO had finally actually understood the character again, you know? Before we meet with Dahlia, we're gonna go and get the fireworks remote for the Playing with Fire challenge. We'll also need the remote for Bad Habits and Terminal Velocity a bit later. Head to the inner balcony again, and the fireworks remote is gonna be on the desk near the 2 tech crew guys.
Huh. Wow. Never knew this stuff was so complicated. What's this one for?
Now let's get the key for the speedboat, which is in the museum director's office. It'll be here on the desk and we'll use it to escape later for Baron Larin's boat. Go through the doors, make our way to the other side, and let's knock down the stand holding up the piano lid. That's gonna make a guy investigate, and we can drop it on him once he's investigating it for the Piano 47 challenge. Just be careful he doesn't see you, because you become suspicious when you're close. And let's knock out the stand. Let's drag his body and hide it in the closet. Now we'll run out the doors to the other side of the inner balcony. Take a left and go into the storage room, closing the door behind us. Pull out the pistol and shoot the vase for Bull in a china shop. Now we'll run back to the room where we knocked out the auction guy. And from here we're gonna do the first assassination challenge, which is to shoot the speaker bearings and drop the speaker onto Viktor Novikov as he walks under it. So when he gets close, let's drop a save. Make sure not to open the doors too early, otherwise they might close on you as you try to shoot the bearing. Shoot it, and he's dead. Now let's reload the save. So once we've done that, let's head upstairs to do some setup for a permanent break, safe room explosion, and photobomb. We'll also do the key to the auction. So we can head through here to go upstairs. Again, not having to be frisked by these guys because we're in the Helmut Kruger disguise. We're gonna head towards the auction. Go directly across. Take a left. And we're gonna head into the attic doors. Make sure to crouch and run to the left hand side. The guy in the center should be walking away. And we can just circle around. Pick up the emetic poison. Go into the center. And now we're just gonna wait for this guy. So he's gonna move to the center, and he won't move unless we step into the center ourselves. So we can just step into the center and his scripted sequence should activate then. So he'll move to the left. We can pick up the dongle, as well as the remote explosive in the corner on the desk. Now let's head back out of the attic and go into Dahlia's chambers and sit down and talk to her.
Helmut, love the outfit. Please, have a seat. So, Helmut, you accept my offer?
I'm in. What's the job?
Straight to the point. I like it. As it happens, I have the perfect assignment for you. Jessica Highmore.
Highmore Consulting.
The very same. That's why I wanted you in the show. So Jessica would know.
So once Dahlia stops talking, the undercover model should pop for us, and we can also pick up the poison on the table for future challenges.
The girl is bright.
This conversation goes on for quite a while, so let's skip ahead.
And yet,
We've got trouble.
Once Dahlia starts walking away, let's get up, pick up the poison, and drop a save in the first slot. Shoot her in the head for the straight shot and more than you bargained for challenges. Reload the save and go through the door to the auction room, taking a right. Run past the auction staff into the attic and toss a coin while the doors are still open to distract them. Once he's out of sight of the guards on the other side of the door, knock him out with the crowbar and take his disguise. Run out the door towards the outdoor drinking area.
get back to work.
The most powerful woman in the book on the drug cartel. Oh, I had a dog.
It shouldn't take long for Dahlia to start making her way to our position, and we'll drop a save in the second slot as she gets close.
You've got eyes in Washington too. Touche. Hey, is it really true that your village was burned down by a gang of outlaws?
So let's drop a save so we can use both the emetic and lethal poisons for different challenges here.
And that you
We're going to start with the emetic poison, so we can complete the powdering her nose challenge. So once that's been poisoned, let's make our way back towards the attic. And we've got some time before she goes and be sick in the toilet adjoining her chambers. So let's go through the attic, climb over the railing. And let's shimmy our way towards the toilet. And climb in. Let's make sure our hair still looks good. And we can see Dahlia moving towards us. Don't really have to wait behind the closet, but let's do it just to be sneaky. Close the door behind her, and let's go drown her in the toilet. Powdering her nose and hold my hair should both pop for us. Now let's reload our save. Let's use the lethal poison this time. And once she drinks from it, we should get to your very good health and tasteless traceless. Now let's reload that save once again. This time we'll head to Dahlia's office and we're gonna complete a quick break and a permanent break. Let's examine a laptop and then we can insert the dongle. Once we do that, we have to wait a while and the assistant's gonna check the laptop, freak out, and then head downstairs. Once she's in the office alone, let's walk up behind Dahlia, subdue her, and snap her neck. Even if there's a guard in the room, just do it anyway. We're gonna reload the checkpoint, so no difference. Let's reload the save in the first slot. As soon as we load in, let's trigger the fireworks from out. Salute too soon should pop for us. By triggering the fireworks, Dahlia will go out onto the balcony and we can complete Bad Habits and Terminal Velocity. Once Dahlia steps out onto the balcony, close the door behind her. Drop a save in the second slot, and move slightly away from her. Shoot the gas lamp twice to blow her up and unlock the Bad Habits challenge. Now let's reload the save from the second slot. This time we're going to wait for Dahlia to talk to Victor, who will be under us, and we'll push her off of the balcony onto Victor, killing them both for Terminal Velocity. Reload the first save, and we're going to set up safe room explosion. Run downstairs and head to the museum director's office.
Oh, Mr. Kruger, I'm delighted.
Place a remote explosive on the desk. Let's climb up to the attic and clear the guards on the other side of the attic near the vampire disguise.
Command, I think I heard something. Moving into investigating. Over.
Take one of the guards' disguises. Let's drop a save in the second slot. Let's pull up the bodyguard's phone, and we'll trigger a code 17, which causes both targets to go into lockdown in the safe room.
Security. We have a code 17. I repeat, we have a code 17. Secure Peacock and Cobra. Over.
The targets are going to take a little while to go to the safe room, so we can just walk over to the back of the attic and put on the vampire disguise. Once Dahlia arrives, let's drop another save in the third slot this time. Trigger the military detonator to kill them both for safe room explosion.
Well done, 47.
Now let's just reload our save and shoot the wench holding up the chandelier. We should unlock that sick drop, watch your step, and the Phantom of the Palace.
Victor Novikov is
Now reload the save in the second slot, and we're going to have to wait quite a while for Victor to take the stage, so let's skip ahead. Once the lights go red, let's drop a save in the second slot. After we save, let's go jump out onto the railing and shimmy along onto the light rig. Victor is only coming onto the stage because we knocked out Sebastian Sato and he couldn't give the speech, so let's force Victor to come and do it himself. As soon as the presenter starts talking, we're going to use the crowbar on the winch to drop the light rig on Victor. With that, lights out should unlock for us. Now let's reload the save in the second slot. Now we'll unlock the speechless challenge, which we'll do by shooting Victor with the pistol while he's on stage.
Good work,
With that done, for the last time, let's reload the save in the first slot. Let's pull out our fiber wire and Garrett Dahlia. This will be the first part of the personal touch challenge. Drag her body and hide her in the closet. Now let's head all the way downstairs to the Grand Hall. Once we reach the bottom of the steps, let's drop a save in the first slot as we won't need that anymore. Now we need the CICADA Bodyguard disguise, so let's run back to where we knocked out Helmut. Let's now head towards Max Decker to escort him to the pagoda. Let's walk just close enough so Max calls Victor.
Decker here. I'm at the show. Well, we could hardly predict a pile-up on the freeway, could we? So you have a spot in mind, or... Okay, fine. We'll wait in the lounge. Is there a problem? Novikov is busy. Told us to stay put and enjoy ourselves. Security staff will come fetch us.
Tell you where we're going?
Pavilion, West Gardens. Said it was away from Pride.
So after Max stops talking to his bodyguard, we're gonna go talk to him to get him to follow us to the pavilion.
Decker, Mr. Novikov will see you now. I will escort you to the rendezvous point.
Great. Thank you. Lead the way.
Once again, let's just fast forward a bit.
Well. No Novikov. Why am I not surprised?
Now, because we're doing all these challenges in one run, we've got to wait for Victor to go on stage because we poisoned Sebastian and do his whole speech, and after he does that, he's going to come out to the pavilion. So let's just skip ahead till then. While you're waiting, by the way, make sure you stand where I am as no enforcers will come around here. Once Novikov starts talking, let's drop a save in the second slot. Shoot the gas lamp twice, and we should have had a private meeting, dos Svedanja, and smoking hazard. Now let's reload the save and wait for the meeting to finish.
Cameron is found dead. And coffin locked from the inside. He's sick.
Once we get Novikov on his own, let's drop a save.
Clean slate. Didn't come cheap.
Let's push Novikov into the Seine River. After we do that, Insane should pop for us.
Both targets are down. Great work. Head to
Now let's reload the save and use the fiber wires to strangle him instead.
It's damn well worth it.
Once that's done, the personal touch should pop for us.
towards an exit.
Reload the save from the first slot and go along the outside of the palace. Now we'll walk towards the car park so we can do a rare scoop, photobomb, and a rare scope. We can accomplish that by giving the blogger a camera lens that we can find in a van in the car park and put a remote explosive inside of her camera. So on the other side of this van, we can find the camera lens. The blogger we need to give the camera lens to is inside of the gift shop, and she'll be having a conversation over the phone asking for a camera lens. We'll first put the remote explosive inside of her camera, and then we'll give her the camera lens. Her camera is on the counter here. After we put the explosive in the camera, eventually there should be a prompt where we can give her the camera lens.
It's an emergency. Palais Walewska. It's downtown at... Yes, the Sanguine fashion show. I'm about to do an interview with Viktor Novikov, and my...
Excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but overhear. Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, God, yes! Yes, thank you so much. Oh, what do I owe you?
Just glad I could help.
Thanks, mister. You're a lifesaver.
She'll now go talk to a guard in the stairs in the front entrance, and we'll just go wait outside for her to come out, and then subsequently Viktor Novikov will come out later.
Mr. Novikov, thanks so much for taking time out to speak to me. You have no idea what this means.
Well, fashion journalism needs new blood, miss. New voices rival old battle voices.
Oh, I totally agree. She is vicious. Now, everything's set, Mr. Novikov. Just check my phone. See if the live stream is working. Won't take more than a sec, okay? All set, okay? Thanks for waiting. Mr. Novikov, first
Once the interview begins, detonate the remote explosive for Photobomb.
Both targets are down. Great work. Now head towards an exit.
So with that done, let's reload the save in the Grand Hall, and let's run across the Grand Hall to the steps leading to the basement. Let's run to the locker room and change back into the palace staff disguise. Now we're going to make our way back to the bar, where we can look at completing a drink to die for, knockout punch, and drowned rat. First off, we'll blend in. And now we're going to wait for Viktor Novikov to get close, so let's just skip ahead to when he is. Once Viktor enters the kitchen, let's start mixing the drink. Now let's drop a save. We no longer need the first slot, so let's override it. For drowned rat, let's poison the drink with aromatic rat poison.
come again, sir?
Now we're free to make our way to the toilet and wait for Novikov to come to the toilet being sick. He's gonna take quite a while, so let's just skip ahead here. Once Novikov walks near the toilet, let's drown him. That should unlock Drowned Rat for us. Once that's done, let's reload the save from the bar. Let's use the lethal poison this time. This time, instead of waiting for him to drink it, we're gonna make our way towards the exit to exit via the speedboat with the key we got in the museum director's study. So now this will be the final challenge in the longest run of this video. So if you made it this far, congratulations, well done. And let's head over to the exit. Now there's a guard down here that patrols the left and right hand side of this pier. Unfortunately, he was in front of the speedboat, so we just had to knock him out this time. Victor should be taking a drink as we reach the boat, so we should soon get a drink to die for and knockout punch. And that's the end of the run. As soon as you get the prompt, press the button to escape. In the few remaining challenges we have left, we've now unlocked all the items we should need in order to be able to complete it. So let's go. Now we have level 20 mastery, and we should be able to smuggle the Jaeger 7 sniper rifle into the shed and start at the auction. Let's also bring along our lockpick. So from the start, we're gonna wait for Dahlia to finish her speech, and after that, she'll come speak to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please place your anonymous bids on the tablets in front of you, which also contain detailed descriptions of every item.
Good evening. I don't believe we've had the pleasure, Mr.
The first
Reaper.
article.
Tobias Reaper. I'm a friend of Victor's.
I see. I wish I had been informed. Well, no matter. Do enjoy the auction, Mr. Reaper. I will see you later.
Looking forward to it.
After she finishes talking, stand up and shoot her in the head for a break from the auction. Let's now restart the mission. And straight away we'll go out onto the balcony. And when Dahlia takes a step forward, we're going to shoot the chain holding up the chandelier above her to drop it on her. That should unlock center of attention. Let's restart the mission again. This time we'll run downstairs. We're gonna get the fireworks remote to set up in plain sight and sniper assassin. So we want to move into the inner balconies and shoot the camera. Stand behind and to the left of the tech crew guys and wait for Mr. Left tech crew guy to be looking straight ahead.
Yeah, that's a fireworks remote. I wouldn't touch it if I were you. Look, Novikov's expecting a heads up before we trigger the display, so we can watch it from the garden.
Grab the remote and run back where we came from. Instead of going upstairs, however, let's move downstairs. Trigger the fireworks remote. Take a left at the bottom of the staircase and then take a left out the door. Run ahead to the barrier in front of us and leap over it. Let's go to the back of the shed and jump in through the window. Pick up the briefcase and jump back out the window and go right. Taking the steps down towards the pile driver barge. The reason we brought our lockpick is to open this gate. Let's drop our case and retrieve our sniper rifle. And when we're ready, climb up the ladder. Once we get into the top, Novikov should be coming under the balcony, and Dahlia should be moving towards the railing. Let's first take out Dahlia, and now let's take out Victor. Drop the sniper, and let's start making our way to the exit. For Sniper Assassin to work, we have to make sure we don't get seen before we exit. Let's just cut over the grass and exit via the helicopter. And now we should have In Plain Sight and Sniper Assassin. Now the only challenge left to do is Silent Assassin suit only, which we'll do on the master difficulty. Alright, for this run, let's just bring along our silver baller and start at the main entrance. The first thing we'll do is head for the basement.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
In this difficulty, there's a camera at the bottom of the stairs. So let's shoot it before we move down. And now let's go into the corridor. Make sure you crouch walk here. The stylist behind us can see us faster on this difficulty. Now we can run in the locker room, and we'll just head to the other side of the kitchen. Let's make sure to shoot the cameras and save ourselves some future headaches. And we'll now make our way into the grand hall through the diorama room. So head through these doors, go through the doors to the left, take a right, crouch and move to the side before you go through these doors, otherwise the guards see you. And let's go out the back doors, take a left, and we can go up the pipe. Make sure we crouch out here, otherwise the guard near the gate can see us. And once we climb up the pipe, there should be a suspicion meter for like a split second, but it won't fill up. We'll climb too high before the guard can fully see us. Once we reach the balcony, it's almost as if we already showed our invitation and we're not suspicious at all up here. So we're just going to head through the auction and into the room with the chandelier inside of it, right next to the outside drinking area. And we'll wait behind the doors for Dahlia to come through this hallway, at which point we're going to drop a chandelier on her. Once Dahlia is almost out of sight, let's open the doors and aim at the chain that we can see over the door. Shoot it when she's under it. Just gotta watch the map for that. Put away our pistol and we'll run away downstairs. We're not suspicious, no one saw us do it, we're fine. So we're just going to head down the stairs, take a left towards the inner balconies, and there should be a guard facing towards us. We're just going to turn on our instinct and wait for him to turn around. After we see him start to move, we're going to crouch run towards him and go in the door to the left. Now we can run here, take a right, and let's go around the outside of this room. If the suspicion meter goes up, you can just crouch. And let's go into where the piano is. Now, we're going to have to wait here for a bit, but eventually Victor's going to walk through the bar and come under the speaker that's outside of us, outside of this room on the inner balcony. So we're just going to shoot the hinges on that. It's going to drop on Victor and we get a second accident kill. So let's skip ahead. Once he's close, I recommend you drop the one and only save you can on master difficulty. And open the doors, wait for him to get close on the minimap, and shoot the speaker. Now we can just retrace our steps, going around the outside of the room, and make our way towards the exit. So let's take a left through here, take a right onto the inner balconies, and then we're going to take a right into the room with the stairs. Once you're in here, you're safe. There's going to be no problems now. We're just going to make our way to the main entrance through all the non-trespassing zones.
move away.
And that, my friends, is Silent Assassin suit only on Master on Paris. Next up, it's Holiday Hoarders. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is shock horror, go through the main palace entrance. It might be August for me right now, but my god does it feel Christmassy. You know how I said the basement's OP in this map? Well, we're going to make use of that once again. We're going to go down the stairs into the basement. Like we did for Chameleon and Silent Assassin, we're going to wait for the Stylist to walk past. Now I picked up the fire extinguisher because I like fire extinguishers. But we don't really need it. We're going to go towards the security room, leaving the Stylist as he is this time, and we're going to knock out the guard in there. We're just going to change into his disguise, open the present for the bricks, and disable the security cameras. Let's get ready to make one of the dudes brick it. Terrible pun. But we're going to throw a brick at him to knock him out, and he's in plain sight of people, so they're going to notice he's knocked out, wake him up, and then we can throw another brick at him a bit later on in the run. We've got to hit him with the brick a total of 3 times for the challenge. Make sure to run in the kitchen and pick up the coconuts. The thieves will be walking around the mansion and be stealing items, this coconut being one of them, so one of the challenges is to steal all items before they can. So first is that coconut, next this apricot. And now we'll head upstairs for another item, which is the fireworks remote that we gotta steal from them.
Huh. Wow. Never knew this stuff was so complicated. What's this one?
After stealing that, we're gonna go to the library and pick up another item that's in one of the crates with wrapping paper, which is the circumcision knife. Now we're gonna run to the storage room and go up the ladder to the attic. Once we reach the attic, a cowboy bus should be on the table, which is another item we need. Let's go over the table, and there's a couple more items on this floor that we still need to get. So first off, we're gonna go for the microphone, so it's over this way, towards the vampire disguise, vampire magician disguise even. And it's just here. Pick that up, let's retrace our steps back. Circle round, and we're going to pick up the saber that's sticking out of the boxes this way. Okay, now we got that. We'll go towards the middle. Wait for this dude to walk into the middle. Santa's just chilling. We just gotta wait for him to move to the side. Wait here so he doesn't spot us. And pick this up. Now we'll go out the doors and head downstairs. One of the dudes is here. Ignore him for now. And let's just keep heading downstairs. We're gonna brick this guy now. So wait for him to go in there. Throw the brick at him. And we're gonna turn on the diorama so someone comes and discovers his body to wake him up again. So now we're gonna make our way to the, I don't know, exhibition, I guess.
Man, I wish I had that jaw.
Careful of the enforcer back there. And we'll just pick this up. Now we're gonna go across to the gift shop, and there should be a toy tank on one of the counters. So let's pick that up. Next thing we need to get is the battle axe. Because we're in a security disguise, we can walk around with it. And it's just here in the ice. Alright, now we're gonna move towards the back of the catwalk. On one of the racks, there should be a shuriken. And we'll just take that bad boy. Let's head down to the basement. Can drop everything now, I don't need them. The challenge should have popped for us. And we'll just make our way to the wine testing room. Go past it, knock out good old Santa Claus. If you do miss him, he'll be in the locker room in a few minutes, so you might just want to wait for him there. And we're just going to drag his body and dump him in the container. Shh, sorry Santa. Now we're going to go get some propane tanks. So the first one, because we can only carry one at a time, we're going to place on the sheet. And then we'll go get the other one to place on the sheet as well. Once the guards, not the guards, once the robbers have walked around the mansion trying to find stuff and they don't find anything because we've stolen it all, they're going to stand above the tarp and just, I don't know, argue with each other. So now we're going to head outside and just wait on the stairs. We're going to have to wait a good few minutes, but eventually one of the guys will come and we can knock him out with the brick for the third time, unlocking the challenge. For the purposes of the video, let's skip ahead. So let's just wait for him to come to the top of the stairs and we'll brick him. Someone should see and they should start coming to investigate. Knocking him out. They'll come in a few times into this dining room, so we just gotta be careful there. Keep hiding around the crate. Once one of our targets moves into the room, we can circle around to the other side of the crate. Make sure to take the Santa disguise. So after a while of waiting and the guards being alerted, we're gonna wait for the target to come downstairs and walk up to the tarp. When they're both near the propane tanks, let's shoot them to blow them off. After that, we'll run through the wine cellar and start making our way upstairs. So we've done everything now. We are going to exit via the fireplace exit because we gotta exit in style. So let's run this way. Take a right. Come into this room here and let's exit via the fireplace. And there we have it. That's Holiday Hoarders done. Next up on the list, we're going to tackle all the escalations in Paris. First up, the Kotti paradigm. Let's bring our pistol, some coins and our lockpick.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
After walking through the foyer, we're going to go into the room to our right. This is our target here, so let's bump into her to make her conversation end early, and we can go pick up the battle axe that is in the gift shop. So move along the left, and the battle axe should be here in the corner. So now we just need to wait for her to go into the toilet, and then we can kill her and assassinate her with the battle axe. There we go, we'll just drag her body away from the door and we'll start making our escape. Alright, so round 2. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to kill her in the toilet after we bump into her. And we'll also throw a coin under the Sheik's balcony, which will lure him downstairs. He'll walk through the gift shop and we can use the battle axe to assassinate him there.
Still no answer. What's
Okay, so round 3, we're going to do exactly what we did in the last level of the escalation. So we're going to kill Liza and the Sheik, and then we're going to go upstairs and find a way to get Haley downstairs.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
Still no answer. What's going
Alright, so this time take the Sheik's disguise, and we're going to use it to access upstairs and get into the attic. Take the dongle. Once we have the dongle, we can put it on the, the laptop, Dahlia's laptop. It'll stop the auction, and that'll cause Haley to walk downstairs, and we can take her out then. Okay, so once we get upstairs, let's go through the auction room. Go through Dahlia's chambers. Don't go this way. There's an enforcer. I'm an idiot. And we'll head back. Go through Dahlia's chambers. And now we can run behind the enforcer into the attic. Make sure to stay to the left. Take the dongle and head back out. Let's make our way straight to Dahlia's office. Inspect the laptop and then put in the dongle. And now we can just start making our way downstairs.
Please help yourselves to a drink at the bar. I'm certain we will be back up and running in no time.
So right now all we're doing is making our way to the stairs that go straight down into the basement, towards the basement kitchen. So run through the library, make a left, go into these doors, run down the steps. And we've got to make our way back to our suit and the battle axe. So the condition is to kill Haley with the battle axe wearing the suit. So that's what we're gonna do. Once we've got the battle axe in the suit, we need to retrace our steps and go back to the stairwell that's near the kitchen, and we can wait there for Haley to come down. We've got plenty of time, so you don't need to shoot, but if you want to get in there quicker, just shoot behind the chef to distract him and we can go into the door. Because they do take quite a while, let's skip ahead. So soon the bodyguard should be walking down the stairs. There's quite a wide berth between Haley and the bodyguard, so we don't have to worry about him. He'll leave the door, leave the room, and we can take out Haley and no one will find her body here. There we go, that's taken care of. And now we can just make our way to the exit. Easy as that, that's the Kotti paradigm done. Now on to the Videl Cataclysm. Let's make sure we bring our lockpick and our pistol along with us. The first thing we're going to do is get a security guard disguise so we can head upstairs.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to Seine. Really?
Let's take a left towards the showcase, and we'll go into the closet, turning on the vacuum cleaner. Let's pick up the wrench and turn off the vacuum cleaner. Now let's go hide behind the door and wait for the security guard to come investigate. Let's take him out and drag his body into the closet. Now let's take his disguise and we can start heading upstairs. There's going to be a room with the piano on the right hand side that we did for Piano Man. Let's just knock out the pin and the auction staff member, who is our target, is going to come investigate and we can take him out then. We'll take his disguise, as there are less enforcers on the map that could see through our disguise. And let's lockpick the door into the Sheik's room. It's the safest way to exit from here, and we can just head directly down the stairs after. On to level 2. For this level, we're going to do exactly what we did in the last round. The only reason this is the second escalation, the only thing that's changed, is the fact that once we change into the security disguise, we've got a timer and we have to kill our target within a minute. But with the run we did in the last level, it should be absolutely fine.
I wish I had that job.
Excuse me, Congressman. Urgent matter. Do enjoy your evening. Maybe someday you'll be a real buddy.
Alright, on to level 3. This time we're going to change our starting location to be the AV crew. From the start, we're just going to run along the right hand side of the inner balconies. There's going to be another target this time, and he's going to be one of the tech crew guys that hangs around the storage room near the attic. Or near the attic ladder, I should say. Let's come through these doors and pick up the fire extinguisher. And we're going to knock out the guard that patrols around the storage room. Now we just need to wait for our target to get close. We'll distract him, bring him into the room, knock him out, and then we'll go get the security guard disguise, as we need to be wearing the disguise in order to assassinate him for the escalation. So let's snap his neck and head towards the auction staff member and distract him with the piano. Once again, we'll shoot him and take his disguise. That'll stop the timer, and we're free to just move to the exit. Now on to the next level. We're going to do exactly the same thing with the exact same setup. The only exception being we're going to knock out a security guard that patrols outside of the storage area. Now on to the next level. Different targets this time. So from the start, instead of going through the right inner balconies, let's head to the left. We're going to head to the library and wait for our target behind the doors. Let's make sure we have our coin ready. When our target gets close, let's open the doors and throw a coin to the left. Once he walks in, we're fine to subdue him. Don't kill him yet though. Let's drag his body behind the counter. We need to be the auction staff to kill him, so let's take his disguise and snap his neck. Now let's head to our next target, who's going to be a lone guard in the dining room, and we should be free to just take him out quite easily.
Why can't we go upstairs?
Let's just ignore this first shot that misses, take his disguise, and we can head towards the exit. And that is it for the Videl Cataclysm. Next up, the Teague Temptation. Starting as tech crew again, let's move along the right hand side inner balconies. Let's throw a coin near the speaker to distract one of the guards. If the wrong guard gets alerted or the wrong guard goes to investigate, just restart the mission. Let's push our target off the balcony. Because it's an accidental kill, even though his body's found, it has no effect on our rating. So all we have to do now is head towards the exit. Alright, so level 2, let's just do the same thing again.
Look over there. Certainly. Whoop-de-doo.
There's more cameras this time, so instead of going to the helicopter, we're gonna head downstairs to the basement and take out the cameras first. Level 3 now, we're going to do the exact same thing to start with. So let's go to the right, throw the coin to distract the guard, and push him over the railing.
Find out what that was. Yeah.
For the next target, we have to kill him with the letter opener, which can be found on the desk through these doors. By the time we make our way back, he should be walking away from the tech crew desk and be going into the bathroom where we can isolate him. So after taking him out, all we've got left to do is destroy the camera evidence and we can escape. Alright, so level 4, we're gonna do exactly what we did in the last run.
Say what?
Hey, you heard that? Check it out.
No problem. Yes, sir.
Alright, so level 5, we're gonna get vastly creative and do exactly what we did in the last 2 runs.
Can you go over and see what that was?
Huh? Okay.
Now that's everything for the Teague temptation. Now let's move on to the final escalation, the Corky Commotion. So from the start, let's head to the right and head towards the back of the mansion so we can enter through the back doors, or rather we can wait outside the back doors and distract Helmut Kruger. If you're fast enough, you can catch Helmut Kruger before he walks away, but you have to be really fast, so for the sake of the walkthrough, we're going to wait for him to start walking back towards the left-hand side of the grand hall, and after that we can distract him and take him out. So first throw a coin close to the doors to get his attention and bring him closer to us, and then we can lure him even further by throwing another coin in the corner in front of us. Let's make sure we pick up our bat, and once he starts walking to pick up the coin, make sure you're crouched, come behind him and knock him out. If we don't crouch, often the guards in the grand hall will see us through the window and get suspicious. Now all we gotta do is move towards an exit. It's definitely possible to sneak to the helicopter and get out that way, but for the sake of being safe for the walkthrough, I decided just to go to the main entrance.
Still no answer.
Alright, so round 2. We've still got to knock out Helmut with the bat, but this time we also have to pop some balloons. Our first balloon is directly in front of us, just hanging off the wall. Now there's another on the balcony above us. After we take those two out, let's focus on Helmut. For 2 more balloons, let's just walk over here and crouch behind the railing. We can shoot the one above the statue, and also shoot the one in the middle of the car park. One more balloon left to do now, and it is near the toilets by the gift shop. If you haven't gathered by now, this whole escalation is paying homage to It by having the clown and the red balloons, but this disguise also pays homage to the clown from A New Life, which was a Hitman Blood Money map that was a fan favorite.
Hey, how are you?
Alright, so next level. We've got to take out Helmut Kruger, we've got to pop our balloons, but we also need to take out 10 guards with the baseball bat. Now I'll admit, in this run I got a little bit impatient, so if you want to get Silent Assassin, don't do as I do. That concludes all of the escalations on the Paris map. Next, if you've got the content, let's head over to the Sarajevo Six mission, the director. Alright, so this mission, the only things we need to do are Lights Out on a Promising Career and Silent Assassin. Let's start with Lights Out on a Promising Career, as it's gonna take longer. Let's just get it over with.
Welcome to Paris, 47.
Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is take out the camera equipment.
Event of the year, and your target is on site to supervise CICADA security for Russian oligarch Viktor Novikov. Security is high, and the target is...
After that, we'll head back into the kitchen, and very importantly, let's pick up the frying pan. The reason we need the frying pan is because it's funny. So we're gonna head up and go get the emetic rat poison outside of the ground floor kitchen, and we'll poison Sebastian Sato's drink, involving the whole diorama thing as well. We're gonna get frisked, so let's hide our weapon over here. We've already seen all of this, so I'm just gonna fast forward to when he's in the toilet. Let's invoke our best Rapunzel and knock him out with a frying pan. Drag his body into the closet. Take up the frying pan and we can start making our way upstairs to the attic.
You have cigarettes in the bar? No? Good. It's such a man.
Make sure this guy doesn't spot you and walk out the doors. Close the doors behind us, close the doors towards the inner balconies, and let's wait for the guard to turn around and start walking away. We've honestly got an age before the target steps out onto the runway. He doesn't go fully on the runway, but he's the security for Novikov in this mission. So we just need to get him, well, we need to get Novikov on the runway for the security guard to be there on the corner. So we'll knock him out, take his disguise. Let's drag his body into the closet. We don't need to, no one comes here, but again, we have plenty of time before they get to the stage, so let's just take our time and be as sneaky as we possibly can be. Alright, with frying pan equipped, let's head towards the attic.
Sorry, sir. It's just protocol. Thank you. Please proceed.
As we walk up the steps, we should be crossing paths with our target. And I'm basically gonna take the two guys out that are in the attic that might see us climb onto the light rig, so I'll fast forward until we get the target on the stage. Alright, so 4 minutes later, he should be getting onto the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian Sato has been called away on urgent business, so let me introduce...
Once the target moves a bit closer onto the stage, we can drop it, killing everyone on it. So we're not going to get Silent Assassin for this run, but we should get the Lights Out on a Promising Career. So now we can restart and begin Silent Assassin. So for this run, let's bring our pistol, our fiber wire, and our coins. And let's also start at the main entrance.
Welcome to Paris, 47.
We're gonna once again go through the basement this time. So to the door on the left hand side of the stairs. We're going to be using a number of techniques in order to isolate the target and get him in a position where we can kill him. And we'll also be using our fiber wire for extra style points.
Anything out of the ordinary. He's also sure to know each member of his team personally, so be careful when approaching him. Good hunting, 47.
Because it's professional difficulty, we can just run through this corridor and the stylist won't see us. It's only on master does he spot us quick enough. And we're going to head to the stairwell that's just adjacent to the basement kitchen. We don't have to bother with the camera equipment this time. We're never going to get in sight of any cameras. And we'll just head upstairs. Again, we have about 3 minutes wait, or about 2 minutes wait, something like that, before the target starts walking down these stairs of his own volition. So we got some time. And once he gets close, we're going to place our silver baller on the floor in front of the door down to the stairs. And what that's going to do is be a gun lure for the target's bodyguard. The bodyguard will then take it to the security room and it will isolate the target, and we can take him out on the stairwell. So we've just put it down there as he starts walking down the steps. We'll briskly make our way down. We're just going to place a coin in this corner here. What that'll do is when the target sees it, he'll walk up to it and pick it up, and he'll have his back turned to us so we can fiber wire him. So when the target stops, that means he's seen our pistol that was lying on the floor, and his security guard should be taking it away now. The target's going to keep going through his sequence and move downstairs. So now we've isolated him, let's garrot him. And drag and dump his body in the closet. So we've, in this run, used the gun lure and the coin lure as well. So we're very sneaky silent assassins this time. Before we can make for the exit, we've got to wait for the chef to turn his back to us. Once he does that, we can run out, as so, and head towards the exit. So with the director done, we've now completed Paris. That's 100%. Really well done if you made it to the end of this video. I really appreciate you sitting along and playing along with me if you have. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the good things, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.